I figured if I didn't get started now, there is a very good chance that I wasn't going to get started, period. So I figured I'd get started now, just do my writs and stuff. Make sure that it's working. Actually, let me do that. What does it say? Is it working? It says it's working. There we go. It's a-working. So yesterday was my birthday. I don't like admitting that. Good morning. Okay, I'll see you later. I mean, you'll tell me, I guess. And I turned 44 and I'm not happy about it. And I guess between that and just being kind of in a bad mood yesterday, I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't up to it. So I took the day off, gave myself a holiday off sort of thing. And now I'm back again. And hopefully I will cheer up as time goes on. Doing my best. For a time that I need to not pay attention to what's going on in the news, and I need to pay attention to, I don't know, not getting older, I don't know. Over here, you see that person wearing the new dress? Man, I'm jealous of them. It's beautiful, it really is, but I don't want to pay 1,500 crowns. Yeah, I understand. I mean, my mother-in-law's in her 80s, and my mom's younger than that, but I often think about that. You know, it's like, I think about the times that my mom grew up in, you know, how the 50s, perhaps not as much, but the 60s for sure, are probably still pretty vivid in her memory because that was her teenage years at least, and how different the world was in major and subtle ways, and things we take for granted now that have been there my whole life are now, you know, she never had back then. And just how people who are teenagers now, can they even conceive of a world that my mom grew up in? And that leads me to the question of, what about for me? You know, I study a lot the people in the 1800s, and I can't conceive, even with all of the knowledge that I have about day-to-day life, it's hard to really conceive of how life was, you know? People even looked different. They were smaller. They were so malnourished. They didn't have a good understanding of nutrition back in the 1800s. So people were very small. It was only in the turn of the century and later that people started understanding that they needed to eat a balanced diet and what that actually meant. But I often think about it, how, you know, I do a lot of research for my own enjoyment, I guess. Right now I'm doing a cemetery in New York City. Holy Cross I've been working on. This is for my own enjoyment. And, you know, I come across people who died in, 1922, and they were born in 1849. And I'm just looking at one right now. And it makes me wonder, you know, what would they have said about what it was like? Did anyone ask them? You know, could they have explained it? I don't know. I don't think my ancestors were all that hardy. I think, unfortunately, I think that they, at least on the Italian side, they tended to drop dead pretty early. But luckily, they popped me out before they did. You know what I mean? You know, things look good on the one hand, but not on the other. On the one side, rather. Hold on. One more. Boom. Got it. It's just something I give a lot of thought to because I guess I'm just desperately curious of what life was like. I mean, I know they have, you know, reenaction areas, but certainly that's not going on right now. Hopefully in the future it will. Ooh. Honestly, giving birth was so dangerous. And the thing is they knew that they didn't have a good, they knew that the odds weren't good. And so many children died so young. It doesn't really hit home until I'm going through over 500,000 different records right now. Hello, Fiendish, for this cemetery that I'm looking at. And I would say at least half of them, at least, are children, infants. I mean, babies just didn't make it. For all sorts of different reasons. I mean, nobody had a really good understanding of germs for part of that time, and then they had diseases with no vaccines, and then they had poor understanding of prenatal and postnatal care, you know, all of that kind of stuff. They didn't have the best hygiene, so they would give everybody typhoid. It's just it's really weird. I'm boring. That's just the kind of thing that I think about. Boring stuff. Well, oh, cutie. I mean, compare your understanding of life now versus your understanding of life during the 60s. I suppose that some people today would consider your life back in the 60s or 70s as more brutal, you know, because they just don't. Although you're probably right. I mean, certainly the 1800s were way more. I guess I just wish I had better perspective, is what I'm getting at. A better understanding. We do have contests coming up, though. Contests, it's not the reason. Okay. I mean, I guess I think that about my mother. I also asked, that's true, that's true. I asked my mom a lot about how things were with television and fear. One of my big questions is fear. Because when Trump was in office, every day I had a great deal of anxiety and fear. And I was asking her about, like, whether during the Vietnam War or other things like that, was there, you know, Cuban Missile Crisis, etc., was there that kind of fear? While there was, her big point was, you know, it wasn't the 24-hour news cycle. They didn't have this inundation of information and sorrow. It was cultivated and curated information that was chosen selectively for the American public to hear and dispensed at certain times of day through certain places, you know? And it was a little bit different because of that. Wow, that looks really good with that dye. Exactly. That was her point too. Her take on it is that the Trump era was worse because of the amount of anxiety and constant information. She feels that was worse. It felt like I'm watching America crumble versus, you know, with Nixon and all that. It was more, I mean, things went the way they expected them to. In the end, you know. Certainly not in the beginning. And I don't think anybody really understood what he really did as well as we understand what happened here.
The arrogance. We are intelligent.
People are evil. Some people are evil. I have a lot of bad feelings about politics in the world right now, so I should just stay away from it. All right, I don't have enough games. Stay away from it. Do not read it. Joey, I'm not angry anymore. It's true, and it's hard to turn it off. It's like always there. Even if we're just checking into, you know, social media, all of a sudden there it is. And, you know, it's like I was just checking to see if my cat friends posted any funny cat pictures, you know? I don't necessarily want to see that the world is falling apart at the seams. With dire headlines. All right, so today is the 12th. Lincoln's birthday celebrated. Don't know if this is his actual birthday. Might be. At least in the US, which means nothing. It's just something that brings your attention to it, I guess. Elementary school students might wear Lincoln's hat and recite Gettysburg Address. I don't know, but certainly not understand it. It's in fancy old-fashioned language. And it's hard to understand the Gettysburg Address when you don't understand the Civil War and what was going on. Speaking of terrible things, other than it being the 12th, there is contest tomorrow. Or a showcase starting tomorrow. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. That is for DDA. And that's Fantasy Landscapes. I did not submit anything for that one. The 14th. Oh, also for the 13th, we have my contest, Aries contest, all due. BMW's contest. They're just for that guild. Then we have... Hello! On the 14th, Tamara Holmes beginner contest is due. So I don't know how you would submit that. I guess you'd have to know. Check their Discord or something like that. 27th, ETU. I understand. Although a lot of your homes are just romantic as it is, Fiendish. Why don't you submit one of your houses as to the bedroom one? I mean, you have some stunning houses that some people would consider very romantic. Hey, Dropstitch. Then we have J Art 25th. He has his beautiful bedrooms, which is the one we were just referring to. Yeah, you could do it with one that even already exists. I don't think it has to be a new build. And some of your builds I would consider very much are romantic, just by the sake of how beautiful they are. What were we doing next? Yeah. February 28th, Realms of Oblivion for Aether Realms. So then we have, the next two are really far out. Oh wait, no, I lied. February 28th, ESO Housing Network, an Alliance War-themed contest. I don't know what that exactly means. You may want to check out their, what's it called? Discord. The filter flower colors. Oh, the ones on my head? Yeah. They're not bad. I just picked a random. Let's switch it up though. It's been a while. Let me be a vixen. Woo! Hey, Deviant. Then the next two are for March and April. March is one more poll, March 1st, any theme. It just has to be a completely new build. And Tamriel Homes, April 9th, European homes. So if you're interested in any of those, you may want to look on my Discord for more information. Coffee is the meaning of my existence slightly. You know, it's funny. It's like I go through it massively fast or I go through it slower than expected. My husband is always surprised by how fast or slow I'm going through my coffee. It doesn't seem to be a normal amount ever. I guess it depends on how shitty I feel. We're almost done. This is my last one. I do love that new dress. I just don't want to buy it.
That's not something you can put a price on. Our vaults provide.
Okay. As soon as I get on my main, we'll start looking at houses. There aren't a ton, and a lot of them are actually going to be reserved for looking at on the 14th. So I don't know how much we're going to have to do today, but it really depends. Yeah. Oh, really? I wonder if you could mimic it with some of the motifs that are out there. Supposedly it doesn't look bad on a male character either. Sure, I could see it. Yeah, you told me you got rid of the necklace. I'll get on my main and then we'll look at that. That's what I was told, yeah. That it looks good on guys. Which is nice. It's nice that that it's a little bit gender fluid, right? Includes more people. Alright. I'm gonna flip out like a ninja. Because that's what ninjas do. Gonna flip out like a ninja. So yesterday, I spent most of the day playing Skyrim with all the mods and just turning off my brain. Felt good. I'm gonna read through the names I have again because I got a few more and one withdrawal. So I want to make sure that I have everybody down. So for the contest, my contest, we have EU, Aya, Masha, Actual Cat, Rishi, Hachiko, Nerek, C Code, Kilkenny. For NA, I have Dara, Elitoops, Threalina, Undead, Humanity, Quequeg, Cassis, Research, Kitty Travel, Swank, Azalea, Wednesday, Trass, Madame Strange, Shinzi, Corundum, Listy, Jemima, Turner, Ollie, Lady Pan, Talus, Shutter, and Evil Bob. Got a lot of entries. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna try to cheer up by then. Maybe if I'm a little bit more positive feeling, it'll be good. Really pleased with the amount of entries. Excuse me. As I yawn at you all. Excuse me while this loads. Did you guys, okay, if you're not much for spoilers, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but I'm going to post into the spoilers forum of spoilers, whatchamacallit, channel, and I'll post it here. This is the data mine for what's coming up in the Lux, and there's some nice things, but some people don't want to know what's coming, so if you're one of those people, don't click that link. You will be sad if you click that link and you're not one of those peeps who wants to know these things. All right, let's head up to Electric Avenue. Oh, sorry, I did it again. Let's go to Azaleas. Coldharbour. Coldharbour, the hearts and souls of men. I'm kind of worried about Oblivion because I may not pre-order it, which is strange to me because I usually like having everything, but I'm not a big fan of Cult of Oblivion in general. Like, it's not really an attractive place. Oh wow, it's dark here. Artful Pie. It is quite dark. Let me turn off the lights. Whoa. What the hell? Why is everything so dark, even with effects off? Did something happen? I gotta go somewhere else. There's something wrong. I'll come back to this. But there's something really weird going on. Well, I want to make sure that I have it working right. Else, okay, so here they're on. I'm going to turn it. Does it have effects? When did that start? I've never had that happen before. Okay, I'll turn them back on once we get in, and if we get a normal light. Okay, there we go, much better. All right, let me turn the effects on. Awesome, much better. Wow, that was eerie. Okay, we've got Artful Pie. What kind of, is this pizza? Did you make pizza? Because I see crust. I see perhaps pepperoni, and this is pizza, isn't it? You're a girl after my own heart, if this is pizza. Oh my God. You get me. You get me, girl. Like, pizza's my heaven. I do love me some pizza. Nom nom. What? Okay, so you made some artwork on the side, too. Is this a big... Okay, let's see if I can identify all of them. This looks like a mama feeding a baby or killing a baby. I'm not quite sure. I think it's feeding the baby, right? No? There's flames. Green dragon attacking a sea dragon, perhaps? It's open to interpretation, I think. You see a butterfly, really? Yeah, I could see it. You're probably being silly, but I get it. I can kind of see it. Oh, I like the effects here. I think Phaedra's trying to figure out what all the artwork means. I don't think you're smart enough, Phaedra. I don't think I'm smart enough. Never took art appreciation classes. Never took any sort of art history classes, so I might be a little bit... I love this. I love the weapons. Wow, that thing moves fast. And this looked to me like a hand that was holding the pizza. I didn't miss over there. I'll come back to it. Hey, Shenzi. You really did make art. Abstract art. I do love the pizza, though. Pizza makes me happy. Ah. I see it like a clover. Oh, okay. So it is a flower. I thought of it like, I guess I saw a clover in it, but you could be, I could see flower too. So look, I really like this fountain. It's different. Oh, that's adorable. I love its hair. Feathers, right? Not hair, feathers. But it's so cute. Much more exotic looking with the feathers like that. Oh, we have like a bar, restaurant. Oh, that's great. Wow, that is a really great cobble. Check that out. So you got one of those table sets. You got salt, pepper. Sorry, let me get a good... My mouse is acting up again because I was playing another game. Salt, pepper, napkins. I guess these are seasonings of some sort, or oils, maybe olive oil. Reminds me of, so it's good restaurant stuff. I'm gonna close that one for you. Somebody opened that, I think, by accident. Close. Close. All the different lights coming out of there. Is it? Ooh, pretty. The pizza it has seafood on the top. Oh, that's a really good use of that water effect too, and the lily pads too. So you're supposed to feel like you're up underwater. That really does look like a trash can, doesn't it? And then, all right, let's look at getting online here. I could use some food. The blue screen glass, that's an effect thing. And you have is this the tray holder? Or is this the, like, it's gotta be like a tray. Pick up your tray here. And then you have the evil guy in the back is making food. Which looks delicious, actually. The zombie's taking your order. Okay, that's the cash register. I can see it. I probably could tell better from the inside. I should probably be looking at it from the inside. Here's the food. And here's the Zez and the precursor. And let's pop back here and see what we can see. And we've got the precursors helping out cooking. Machines taking over our jobs, by the way. Oh, I love the eyes. That's so good. It makes him look like a crab. And he's making food. Evil dude. Restaurants are fun. Is this where the bathrooms are? I knew it! Serene is freshening herself up. Well, trying to wake herself up after being so drunk. Paper towels, also the soap dispenser, and probably like a maybe a oil cream, hand cream. It's true. Extra toilet paper if you need it. Oh, look. That's cute. You even made a little pan for it. Well done. Yeah, lots of entertaining creations. Lots of little details and fun things. Reminds me a little bit of Disney for some reason. Maybe it was meant to? I'm not sure. Did I miss anything? Sorry about the spam. It's been loading a long time, so it's... I wasn't on last night, really, after my stream. So, I kind of want to climb the pizza. On top of the pizza, there is a stabby. Yes, very creative. I love the fact that it's different. My pizza. You know has. Also, I do like pepperoni. It's like one of my favorites. See, this should have been your Valentine's Day build. Pizza for Stabby. You should. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And actually, a lot of people do that, especially in Coldharbour, because it gives you so much space. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? Alright. So I can't do Allie. I can't do Azalea. Well, those houses. Can't do Dara. We can do House of Kale, Gravy Maiden, Enchanted. Kale, I hate. So we're going from pizza, which is my favorite food, to kale, which is my most hated food. Kale is evil and needs to die. food. The food. I don't know what where your minds went with that, but all right. Well, your husband's right. Kale is terrible. Terrible. 441 out of 600. I'm assuming they have a character named Kale. And that they don't actually mean the disgusting ass vegetable. Like, a lot of people say that kale is good drowned in butter and stuff, which kind of defeats the purpose of kale. But what do I know? Not much. Not much. Alright. Pizzazz, Azabi, we got a little shop here. Okay, let me put it to you this way. It's the most hated food I've actually tried. I refuse to try anything that looks like snot, which is what raw oysters are. And liver? I might try it if it was presented to me in a good way. But I have not ever had it served to me. I'm not sure. Excuse me while I use these tables. I need them for my crunching of things. We'll let the stuff scroll by while it's at it. Well, their leaves are kind of pointy. Yeah, I might try it. I wouldn't be completely... I mean, I'm the kind of person who is open to trying things, but I won't try something that looks like snot. Sorry. It isn't gonna happen. That's not very nice. Good morning, Torbersaint. Alright. Stuff is crunched. Now I'm going to grab things out of the bank. My jaw is bothering me again today. Itchy nose. Alright, so it looks like I just need jewelry. So I'll be mining for that later. Well, it's nice of you to have let the outside cat not freeze to death. Right. My parents had very little patience for anything, really. We never would have told them no if they had served us something that we hadn't tried. My parents were very strict. the thought of telling them no still strikes horror into my heart. Wow. This doesn't look like Kale at all. This looks like a tea ceremony of beauty. Yeah, my mom had that, but which is why she never pushed too hard. And here you can try your clothes on. Somebody might have been turning out their lights on them. I don't think that's very nice. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but it seems like somebody's turning off your lights. Yeah, here's another one. I'm sorry, Gravy. I think it looks good with the lights on. We got kitties in the room. This is beautiful, very lovely. At least they didn't turn those lights off. My dad was worse about that, though. He did not... He wasn't good with that, or really much of anything with parenting. He was a hard ass about things that he probably shouldn't have been. There's a reason that I don't have kids, beyond just health and my own desire, is that I'd... Oh, that's a good idea. I'm not sure I would ever... Not sure I would be a good parent, because the way that it was shown to me was not what I consider the right way to parent. Yeah. Understood. I'm sorry you had that experience. You just have not had a lot of good people in your life, it sounds like, Ollie. Sounds like you've gone from one bad situation to the next. I'm sorry to hear that. Alright. Night Raven! Sleepy Cat Inn, Ravenhurst. Poor thing. May you be blessed with an interesting life, yeah. I guess that means you must be you have to become a famous author now. Isn't that the rule? You have a difficult life and then they make you become an author so that you can like pass on your wisdom. So Sleepy Cat Inn has a little bit of gambling going on, but mostly just cozy books and food, people hanging out. Wow, this kitchen has a lot of noms. Understood. An office up here. You know, this could be opened up for RP purposes. It looks very RP-y to me. There's a lot going on and lots of little touches that you can make into a story almost. Yeah, me too, but I'm not able to do anything with it. Hello, Swanks. Look at this nice gardening with the curves. Kind of lifts things up a little bit, which is nice. Oh, stable. And there's a good way of dealing with this extra space, which is weird here. Sometimes you see people put storage in it, but putting plants in it blocks it off really nicely too. I also like the fact that it's matching horse and pony. I wanted to become a writer too, but I did all the research, but I can't seem to write it as much as I try. It just does not work out too well. All right, let's go to Ray-Ban's psijic. I will be right back while this is loading. Okay. All right, 298 out of 700. Does not seem full, but I'll poke my head around and see if perhaps it's a small build after all. It's a small build after all. Did you... Okay. Don't think you built over here. Maybe you built around the side, I'm not sure. Is this the way it comes furnished now? Or is this, did somebody actually just do this by hand? I don't know. I've never seen it pre-furnished. Is it for sale right now too? No, I don't think it's for sale right now, maybe. It is for sale now. Does anyone have it and hasn't done anything with it? I would like to see, yeah, I would like to see it if you don't mind. I don't have, I'd love to see it pre-furnished. Like if you haven't done anything with it yet. I suspected that this is the pre-furnishment. It looks pre-done to me. All right, thanks, Shunzi. That's what my suspicion was. Nice to, thank you for Ray-Ban to put it up there so we can at least see what that looks like. I had a feeling it would, it looks like I was wrong. Looks like they did go to the trouble of furnishing it. the Zos. I expected them not to. I expected them to say, oops. All right, Cyan's Proudspire. Much appreciated, thank you. Spending some time in Proudspire again because I own it in Skyrim. It's amazing how accurate it is. The other thing was, yesterday I was looking for Beatharzel because it's actually in Skyrim. And I spent hours looking for it because I'm a moron and I didn't want to look on Google. It turns out that it's actually collapsed by the 4th era. So it's there, but you can't get in it. So I was like, oh, I wanted to see if it was exactly the same. It's not. It's crap. It's ruined by the 4th era. So they've created extra rooms by adding walls and stuff, which is neat. I don't know. You could also use Hall Lunar Champion if you finish the quests for that, or even Coldharbour. Then you don't pay any money for it. Nicely furnished. Let me see what the next one is. We don't have an Ula, so I'm not going to go running ahead to the new ones yet. I just want to cheer her up if she shows up. Oh, this is gorgeous, Cyan. It's magical. Wowzers. Look at that. Wow, she added a beautiful first view when you walk out here. And look at what she did with the framing. Isn't that lovely? She framed with a tree. She had those plants that pick up the color of the torch butt and even the color in the wind chimes. It's amazing. The red is just, it draws your eyes so well. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I love the curve to the stairs. This is stunning. And you built up too, which pleases me greatly. Oh, you did it again with the orange. The orange flowers and the bat. See, I was in a sad mood and you're cheering me up, all by making this a beautiful home. It is truly lovely. You're really speaking to me here. It's beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous work. This is probably my favorite patio so far ever. Good job. It's very elegant and well laid out. See, it even has this little section here, the Proudspire, in the actual house in Skyrim. It actually even has that little indentation. It's kind of funny how, oh, Serene's the baby. That's adorable. Oh, wow. Cyan's got the pretty down. Look at that. She knows how to do color, light, movement, floral. That is something else. What a beautiful centerpiece. Yes, of course. Babies sound drunk anyway. Why is the sky blue? Tell me that doesn't sound drunk. Babies sound drunk, let's be honest. This bedroom is lovely too. Beautiful. I like it. I really like this. It's so well done. Good choices. All right, let's go up to the floor. Hello, peace. Well, I'll tell you your baby sounds drunk. And vomiting. Don't they vomit too? I think they vomit. I don't know. Maybe that's just kitties. I've been dealing with so much vomit, it's hard for me to say anymore. Actually, my husband deals with more of it. He's been the cleaner recently. I give him credit for that. Look at that, sinking that into the wall. That looks fantastic. See, they're totally drunk, right? They're totally drunk. They can't walk straight. I bet you they can't touch their hand to their nose, right? They probably pee all over themselves. Just, it's perfect. This is a lovely, elegant, stunning home, and I think you did a fantastic job on it. It's gorgeous. Really. Laughing at nothing in particular. Baby. Alright. Briolina changed. Okay, so not these. We do have some saved. Whoops. I went and previewed some yesterday that I saved for us to make sure that I'd have some. Doop. Where's the, no, favorites dummy. This is Cyan, S-I-E-A-N-E. It's beautiful. All right. Let's go to, I think we did that, but I'm not positive. Did Tessa enter? I think Tessa entered, but I want to make sure I'm not going to. No, Trass entered, not Tessa. Okay. So we'll go to Tessa's. Oh, no, it's Proudspire. Derp. Aren't you on EU? I'm not over on EU yet, Dropstitch. We'll go there soon, I promise. All right, Imevi's Willow's Mindscape. I don't think I ticky there. Shalidor. When I get over to EU, I'm happy to. Today's pizza day. It's Friday. Although yesterday was my birthday. My husband brought home, at my request, he brought home a delicious lasagna from an Italian place near us. And it was so good, and we both overate, and it was delicious, and I loved it. It made me happy. All right, I think we saw that one, so I'm gonna unclick that and unclick that. There we go. Thanks, I'm 44. Not happy about it, but I kept it quiet because I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Now, I just poked into this one. I didn't look at anything, so I don't know if I meant to. Thanks. Oh, it's a maze. No, I'm not. I'm not young. I wish I were young. This is a maze, guys. I hate mazes. Mazes need to die as much as Kale. Hey, Listy. Yesterday was my birthday. It was part of the reason why I didn't stream yesterday was because I was feeling down about feeling old. So I didn't stream. I was feeling too down to... I'm gonna admit it. It's difficult, but I'm going to admit it. I am not dealing well with aging. It's not something that I am handling very well. Dead person. They must have gotten lost and never found their way out. I'm trying to get to the tower itself. I apologize if I'm wandering weirdly. Yeah, I know. A lot of people who play this game are my age or older, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I'm sure you folks can understand that some of you, especially those of you who are older, that some people deal well with aging and some people don't. I started be handling aging poorly when I got cancer when I was 30. And yeah, and when I got cancer, my body started falling apart. Like, you know, I have vitiligo. If I showed you my actual face, let's find one that shows you my actual face so you can see things. Here. I don't think this one blurs it. See, I've got, you know, these vitiligo under my nose, around my eyes. See? And all sorts of weird spots because of my illness. And I mean, I'm not terribly ashamed of it. It is what it is. But, you know, my face isn't this smooth little thing that it makes it with some of these filters. Like, look, it smooths out my skin. It smooths out my face. It's nice. I gotta admit, it hides a little bit of the vitiligo. But I'm not trying to pretend like I'm not 44. I'm 44, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. So my husband just turned 49. I'm 44. And we're happy. It's not like I'm out on the prowl. Oh, look at that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm looking for somebody. I don't have to be a cutie pie, you know? That's neat. I like how you can just look down. But when I turned 30 and got cancer, everything started going to hell physically. I started getting this vitiligo. I gained 70 pounds on the treatment for the cancer I was on. I started to get a lot of physical problems with couldn't walk easily. You know, just everything went to shit. And that's when the rheumatoid arthritis started showing up. And as every year, things just get worse physically. Right? Right, Loa? I keep expecting to see this 20-something cutie. It's not 20-something. In my dreams, literally in my dreams, I'm not just saying this, in my dreams, literally, this is neat. He's conducting magic. It really did a number on me, Peace. Did a friggin' number on me. I was on high blood pressure meds after that. I was, when I never had it before, I was in physical therapy to learn to really walk again. There was all sorts of really terrible stuff. Yeah, that happened to me after. Yeah, I'm going really gray now. I want to be one of those old women who just accepts her gray hair and everything. You know, it's less about my looks and more about my physical feeling like crap. So it's like, I've learned to accept the fact that I'm going to look older and I'm not going to be the cutie pie 20-year-old something, right? I get that. I'm okay with that. I've found ways to look at that and cope with that don't upset me. It's the physical, not being able to do physically what I used to be able to do, even in small amounts. Okay, that's a crazy, scary walkway right there. Interesting. This is wild. This is called Willow's Mindscape. And I don't know if they mean like Willow from the movie Willow. Yeah. Right? The only problem is that if it doesn't go white, if it goes gray, it doesn't die as easily. That's the problem. Like some of those cheapy places that cheap coloring that you do with conditioner, they don't take as well. You have to actually go for like actual professional hair stuff, or use a dye that you know is going to work on your gray. Ah, good. Some people are lucky like that. I haven't really tried it since I started going this gray. I don't really care either. When it's over, when this whole mess is over, I'm going to start dyeing my hair again. But for now, it doesn't seem like there's any point, right? I want to be one of those old ladies with long white hair or long gray hair or something, right? I don't want to have this short hair. I want to do long hair so I can do funny things with it and have a sense of humor. This is crazy. There's so many loops around in different places. Yeah, I'm going to amuse myself with it too. I can't tell if I've seen everything. I'm a little lost because it's a maze. Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's like, you know what? At some point I had to accept I wasn't going to be a cutie anymore. That's fine. Whatever. But I think hurting all the time, the chronic pain, sucks. And I don't want it. That sounds awesome. I love that. Looks like we have a little bit of a tree house over here. I like this. I cut mine. I wish I hadn't, because I didn't do a very good job on it. Jenaceae's The Lounge. Nyx. Now this one is an EHT house that I thought she did a really nice job on, and I actually sent a message to Cardi to tell him to come check this one out because I thought it was really kind of a slick use. Oh, I did get Cardi the information about the fact that the community was popping up a weird error, and he did fix it. So if you shouldn't see that again, but if you do, let me know and I'll get a hold of him again. It was on his end. Yeah. Right. Why not? Have fun with it. So first of all, look at that. I'm not even sure what she used to make that kind of beautiful rainbow ray that she has going on. But she's got it in both places. Then she's got, oh, you sent me a gift? Thank you. What'd you say? Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. You're a sweetie. Look at the windows. Those are all EHT. That's a light pink. And I love the library back there. That's also an effect. Layering, beautiful layering. And I really like, also that's a portal. That's cute. Oh. And then the candles in the pot, in the baskets, looks lovely. I didn't divorce my husband because of that, but yeah, I did divorce my husband, my first husband. In fact, we had a long conversation the other day, and he's a good guy. Things are going okay for him. He's become a far more political guy than he ever used to be. I'm gonna head over to an EU. He used to call himself an I don't give a fuckocrat, and I used to hate that about him because of course it matters. But when he married this woman, this new woman, she somehow inspired him to care in a way that I couldn't get him to do. And now he's very active, very, very much outspoken and opinionated. Maybe it's just because it's, you know, was Trump, but who knows? Oh, yeah, I had that. There's a picture of me next to my mother. Yeah, there's a picture of me and my mom where we look identical, and it's really freaking creepy. It wasn't on purpose, but I found a picture of me on my wedding day and my mom on her wedding day. And let me tell you, the first wedding I had, I did not look like her. But the second wedding I had, it was so creepy how much I looked like her. Very odd. Let me see if I can find it. But the thing is that she got married young. She got married in her early 20s. And I got married the second time in my 40s. So, or I think it was my 40s. I can't tell. I can't remember. Yeah, I was in my 40s. So we shouldn't have looked anything alike. Not like that anyway. All right, let me find my mom real quick. I think I have the two pictures still exact the same way they were. Okay, yeah. Let's do a Control Plus so you guys can see it a little closer. I don't care if you guys see names. It doesn't bother me. All right. Display capture. All right. So that's my mom. That's me. So it's really kind of eerie how we look so alike. Isn't that eerie? I think it's eerie. And it's weird because when I was young and I got married, yeah. But my first wedding, I did not look like that. I didn't look like him. I mean, it's eerie. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know where my pictures are from my first wedding. They gotta be somewhere. They are somewhere. I just don't know where. Oh, stop. No, no, no. My ex and I, we're fine. He's a good man. And we're friendly. It's just not... There was nothing to be angry about. It was just he wasn't, and I wasn't, very compatible anymore. I don't know if we ever were. I guess I was starving to death in that relationship for things that I needed. But it wasn't because he was a bad guy. It was because he just wasn't, he didn't have it in him. You know, he wasn't built that way. I made choices and went with a person who wasn't capable of fulfilling my needs. And that doesn't make him a bad person. And it shouldn't leave me being angry. I certainly tried for 9 years. Goodness gracious. Wow. That's beautiful. It reminds me of something. Obviously, it reminds me of a ship, but it reminds me of some movie or something. That is cool. Dropstitch, you got something about vehicles. I don't know how you manage it. You're a lot like Swankery in that regard. Swankery does a lot of vehicles too, and she's good at it. I don't understand why some people are so good at vehicles. You can keep it. I'm over it. You really are, Dropstitch. You came out of nowhere too. You were like not, I didn't know you, and then all of a sudden you started posting all these vehicles. And I just was like, wow, this person just came out of nowhere and started posting all these amazing vehicles. Just crazy. Vessel. Fine. Vessel's a good one. Gotcha. But there's nothing wrong with doing the same thing, especially if you're good at it. You know? Whee! Look at me! I'm dead. I was gonna do the whole I'm king of the world and then fell off. It's cute too. There's something about it being, no, it did not go as planned. It's something about it, it's like a little chubby boat. It's got like a chubby little tummy. That's what it is. I love it. Oh, and look at your guns. Your guns are great. You make me want to build a Civil War fort. Really, really nicely done. I think it's great. If you haven't, you should go over to NA and check out all of Swank's stuff. Swankery, she's in our channel right now, and she has a lot of airships, tractors, vehicles like that you might be interested in seeing. Really, oh, look at this. You even have a little spot to eat and look at the boat. And there's more over there. And a tailor shop too. Wow. This is full service Grand psijic. And you've got butterflies are free. I don't know, but hopefully that person knows to check because it is out. I did think I definitely want to think about it, but here's the thing. Crowns are pretty scarce right now at a reasonable price, and I know Tamil Trade Center, Tamil Crown Exchange was my preferred service. They don't necessarily always have enough for housing available, so I like this. This is great. Thank you for inviting me to see it. I love ships. So I don't know if I'd even be able to get it even if I wanted to. And I haven't built stuff in the other houses I have. Is Cyber Queen on? If not, we shall go to... Who's Maurab? Let's go there. No, thank you. Bouldertree. It's lovely. I haven't gotten a Valentine's Day present, but I did get 2 things that I asked for, which I'm very happy about. I usually, from my husband, do not get things that I ask for. Usually, he gives me things that he goes to the mall and he likes. And that's fine, except this year, I'm not feeling, I don't really want him to do that. And I specifically laid out the rules. I said, please do not go to the mall or to stores to buy me my present. Please order it online. I do not want you exposing yourself and possibly getting me sick since I'm so high risk. It would mean a lot to me if you would please listen to me and not do that. I said, I don't care if you don't have to have anything creative to get me. If you would like to, either get me, look at that, pretty. Either get me nothing, or get me something off of my list. I have things on Amazon that I listed. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's good. That looks good. I'd add another light up here. It might fix the problem that you're having with the glare. Like one in that centerpiece right there. Oh, I also like your monkey. So he did the listen to me, and he got me stuff off of my list, which pleases me greatly. He got me a headphone stand, so I have my headphones are now not laying on the floor next to me. They are now on my desk on a stand. This is very pleasing. Little things, you know, sometimes it's just like, I only want little things. Yeah, it's beautiful that it's so well, or I want to say gardened or landscaped. That's the better word. Oh, pretty. Then he also got me, there are these things that you ever see in a recipe when they're like, place the top of the pot at an angle so the steam can be released. Well, our pot tops don't really do that very well. They sell these little critters that are little plastic guys that sit there and they hold the pot side up. They let the steam escape, and we do enough cooking that I thought, you know, it'd be cute to have a little cute one. So he got me one there's a set. It's a pig, a chicken, and a cow, I think. And they're cute as buttons, and you just stick them on the side of the pot and they hold the steam up, which I asked for. So you can kind of see the direction this is going. So I was very pleased that people listened to me this year and got me things that I wanted instead of junk that I just don't know what to do with. And then, woo! I just found you. Hi. I was exploring your home. I will leave now. Don't want to be in your way, interrupting any sexy times. Leaving now. Queen Mia Village. There's other things he said that are on order that are not here yet. Perfectly acceptable, understandable. You know, you can't plan anything around the mail these days, and that's all right. I understand. And his birthday was a few days before mine, so he got gifts too. Village. Okay, this is lovely. This is an exorcised. Completely redone with Breton kiosks. Now, just so you know, I have passed along to Cardi that we desperately want full siding of both the Breton plaster and glass, right? We just want this to make it easy, use less items, to make it look more, whoa, what just happened? Did my stream just go out? I just saw a blip on my screen. But I did pass this along to him that we would really like that, so we could use less items and build amazing things. And it would look more polished It's not anybody's fault. This looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, especially given what we have to work with. But I just wanted to let you know that I did pass that along, and that's pretty much the top of my list. I want that more than anything. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it's what I've asked for. This is lovely. What a good job. Ooh, we're in a sneaky sneaky. No. We found the sneaky sneaky. There's a Dark Brotherhood hideout in this village. Sneaky sneaky. Lovely. I like this a lot. It's fun. Alright. Now we'll do an I am fail. We'll do their... what shall we do? We'll do a shabby one today. We'll do their Hammerdeath. Load screen monster. So I Am Fail does a lot of different in rooms. They range from, and they're all for RP, and they range from noble all the way down to, here we have shabby. And you even got spidery webs up there, and it does look like somebody's Shabby Inn, but at the same time, what a perfect place to get together off the beaten path and have a discussion about illicit things. Also, holy crow, you made a second floor in this house. That's impressive as heck. I have this house, and you can't build above that level here. So the way you did this is pretty phenomenal that you were able to. I'm quite impressed that you made a second level in Hammerdeath. That is super cool. And I think this really, I mean, it has everything it needs, right? You could just sit here and you're the shopkeep. It'd be fun. All right, I did also save some on here that we can go to. Sandera 811, Paul Lunar Champion. I'm behind on doing any indexing, but it's not that far behind, so we should be okay. Behold the Lunar Champion. So we've redone this front section. Wallpaper, trees, floor. Builds a whole separate house here. This is interesting. Is this a station? It almost looks like a station or a waiting area for something. Goodness, it's multi-level. There's clocks and a bulletin board. There's horses in the paddock. So this is more of a stable on this side. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, pretty. Look at that arrangement. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. This is a very rarely used item. It's a Dwemer bowl. I forget what it's called precisely, but it's really great to use as a serving platter. If you sink it down low enough, it looks like you have a serving tray. And that's just a really great usage of it. I think that looks fabulous. So this is probably the bathrooms, I'm guessing. Toilets, sinks. Makes sense. And then here's Jorn, the watchman. I'm not sure what's here. This must be a restaurant, maybe? Look at the artwork. Interesting. A cafe almost. They've got all sorts of different artwork. That is really cool. Very modern. I like that. Wow, multi-level. I'm not sure what all is going on here. This is some sort of office, and this is a cafe. I love how the rain isn't coming in. Some structures prevent rain, believe it or not. Not all of them, but some of them. And then you have a shower / bath, bedroom. I really want to know who lives here. Like multiple people? And then you have this top portion, which is for sitting and looking out. And there's a whole bunch of different... Oh, that worked. Antiquities, but also a little bit of a Zen garden in the center. Neat. Have you closed off the waterfall? Yeah. Okay. Another piece of art. Very interesting. Been doing everything in God mode, so it's weird to see my my health drop. God mode in Skyrim, I mean. Yeah, there's nothing down there. This was really neat. I like this a lot. Okay, next. Let's go to Terran's Cyrodiilic. I don't think Terran entered. No. Potato derp, potato derp. You got to see this cute little picture. This is my screen right now on the other computer. Ain't he a cutie? Just want to boop that little nose, don't you? Perfection. Nose boop. Back to reality. This is Terran 57. They built in Cyrodiilic, which is one of the more flexible, surprisingly so, flexible homes. They've built a little stable in here, and they've gardened with mushrooms combined with leaves, so it makes it feel very lush. They did build up, which pleases me greatly. And then you get to see everything around you. It is a lovely area. And then we go inside. And actually, they made the space look a little bit bigger, I think, with this carpet. I'm pretty sure it's the carpet that makes it look bigger. Because this is a really small space. But the carpet somehow makes it look a little bigger, I think. Nice and cozy. Go to Phillfury's House Beyond Borders Antiquarians. Tomorrow we'll have other stuff to look at because there'll be more DDA stuff. Hopefully she'll post it by 10 if my time. If not, we'll have other things to see. All right, we've got Phillfury. Give me a moment, I'm just going to change filters. I'm going to be a garlic. All right. I don't know what House Beyond Borders means, but it's got 512 items. I didn't explore this yet, so I don't know what the title means. Feels like something's happening. Maybe a meeting between different factions. Little kitchen. Maybe that's what it is. It's a place like where different factions meet that is on neutral ground and no one has any control over it. Office area, storage. Some places to do research. Oh, I like that. Nice cabinet work. Now, you have to remember, I didn't check this out before I came to it, so all I did was check numbers to make sure that numbers were enough. So I don't know if they're done or not, but if they're not, they can tell me. But it does seem like the title fits. I do like that bridge up. Wow, that stairway up is fantastic. It's always impressive to me to see how people make elegant stairways in a very non-elegant area, because those rocks up aren't exactly easy to build around, at least not in a nice way. They're uneven, so I really like what they did there. It almost feels like they leveled the ground, graded it or something first. I know they didn't, but it's one of those things that you imagine. That is really pretty, and I love the use of the different tusks as almost arches to walk through. That's cool. Invite me back if you add more. What else are we looking at? I'm starting to get pooped. Let's do andikragler's domus, and then I'll call it a little early. I'm trying to get my stamina back up for tomorrow. I know it'll be a short stream, but I'm doing my best. I haven't been feeling well, and well, I'm gonna try to get my stamina back up for the 14th. So we've got tomorrow. I'll go even longer, and then we'll see how long I can go on the 14th. And we'll go until we get everything done. It's just been hard for me lately. I haven't been feeling up to things. I feel feverish and just awful. Yeah, go ahead and enter potato. PCNA, PCEU. Wow, that is a cool looking kitchen garden. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Andy, you have EHT and I know you use it. Yeah, the contest is on the 14th. And it'll go to the 15th if it needs to. If you go into Essential Effects and then go to Housing, Home Customization and do Hide Grass, it won't poke through your garden. So then I wouldn't see grass through your garden and your garden would look like it doesn't need weeding. But it's a lovely garden, and I know you use EHT, so that shouldn't be too hard. Also, I love the carrots. They're adorable. Raised gardening, folks. Over here, we've got apple trees. I want to make sure that I give everybody the amount of time that they deserve at the contest, so that's what the focus is going to be, is giving enough time to everybody, not rushing through like I sometimes do, like today, because I'm not feeling 100%. But I'm going to work really hard at trying to give people enough time. Look at that oven and attention. Oh, wow. How did they make that clock? What did they use? Oh, my goodness. What is that? I honestly don't know what they used as hands. Does anyone know? That is really cool. It won't tell me anything about it. That is really neat looking. Excellent job on that. Beautiful cobble. Yep, as usual, the same time, same bat channel, same bat time. We're gonna go for a while, as long as I can manage it. I'll push myself as hard as I can. Beautiful bedroom. And here's the bath. Also quite lovely. This is really pretty. Drill things. Yeah, maybe you're right.